Debies has dropped away. 7/10 back now from Nicolo Bulliger.
Where's
Nicolo
Bulliger
Bulliger?
gone?
Where is Nicolo Bulliger? Has he run wide or has he had an incident? Well, he's certainly not behind. He's certainly behind Valentin Debies, who's up into 4th position. Nicolo Bulliger.
Falling all the way down the timing screen. Bulliger's had some sort of an incident down in towards turn 5.
Nicolo Bulliger was running in 4th position. He's not anymore. This is Nicolo Bulliger. He's pulling up. And the championship leader, who had a 52 points advantage, is going to see that shrink here. He won't score. He pulls up with a mechanical failure on the penultimate lap of the race.
Lots of points up for grabs now. Manzi comes into this round with Marcel Schroeder as the 2 closest challengers to Nicolo Bulliger. They need to come through on Bahattin Sofuoglu at this stage. But 1 lap to go. It's going to be tough to make the move into turn 1.
Bahattin Sofuoglu, I am quite sure, is going to have other ideas about how this race might end. This is what things do in terms of the championship. If Schrotter stays in 2nd with Manzi in 3rd, he moves above Manzi in the standings. The gap narrowed to 33 to Nicolo Bulliger. But both of them have the slipstream advantage coming into the final lap against Bahattin Sofuoglu. Sofuoglu will defend to the inside. Watch for Manzi here with one of his lunges in towards turn 1. It's going to be good enough to slot between the 2 MVs. That might well work in favour of Bahattin Sofuoglu. We know Manzi is going to be forceful if he gets half an opportunity. Perhaps through turns 4 or 5, he might be able to make that pass. Sofuoglu now needs to kick on. 1 lap to go to become a Super Sport winner for the first time.
You can see there the slide for Manzi. He's given it everything he has when that bike's cranked all the way over.
Stefano Manzi charging onto the tail of Bahattin Sofuoglu. Sofuoglu the stronger of the MVs in the final run to the line because Schrotter has begun to drop back. Valentin Debies now 1.5 seconds from the lead trio. So it's a 3-horse race for these podium places.
It's a 2-horse race win right now though because Manzi needs to attack Sofuoglu and cost each other time for Schrotter to have a chance. This is down to the top 2.
And Sofuoglu is beginning to accelerate away. Has Manzi got the answer?
He doesn't have the answer because down in towards turn 10, one of the key overtaking chances, the last overtaking chance, he hasn't been strong enough on that brake point. As long as Sofuoglu doesn't run in too deep, he's got this one.
It's up to Bahattin Sofuoglu now to defend, and he's gone very defensive down the back straight, riding down the inside close to the white line, but he does defend the inside going through turn 10, and Manzi now not close enough to strike.
Super stuff there from Sofuoglu. He knew what he had to do there in that straight. If you were going to force Manzi to make a move, he was having to come all the way around the outside.
Kenan Sofuoglu watching on as Bahattin Sofuoglu leads the way, looking to emulate him here. Bahattin Sofuoglu just moments away from his first victory in Supersport. Stefano Manzi 2nd place in race 2 in Australia, Indonesia and Assen. Could he snatch it in the run to the line? The answer is no. Bahattin Sofuoglu wins in the Supersport World Championship for the first time in his career. Delight for MV Augusta. They're 2 riders on the podium, and once again they've managed to make it with both riders inside the top 3, but this time it's 1st and 3rd. Bahattin Sofuoglu comes of age in Catalonia this weekend. His first podium in race 1 of the Catalonia round. His first victory in race 2.
For Manzi, he did everything he could. He put it all on the line, but he just didn't have that top speed compared to the MVs. And that's what the challenge then became for Manzi, to see whether or not you could make the move somewhere else. Sofuoglu defended really well, but even through that last corner, you could see that Manzi's coming closer and closer, but just doesn't have enough top speed to be able to make that move.
And a familiar story for Manzi as well, isn't it? Less than 1/10 of a second down at the checkered flag. We've seen him relegated to 2nd position before. Ultimately, the reality of the situation is Manzi was coming from 3rd against 2 MVs that had a pace advantage in towards turn 1. This is Nicolo Bulliger pulling up at the side of the road. Intense frustration for him.
Yeah, for Nicola, he's done what he had to do in that race, which was get himself back up into the fight, but technical issue, and it ends up where it costs him points, but he's still got a big cushion over the rest of the field in terms of the championship standings. 32 points, and over the course of these first 4 rounds, he's been the rider to beat. You just need to move on to your home round now.
Confirmed result of race 2. Bahattin Sofuoglu celebrates his first victory in the Supersport World Championship with his fellow countrymen Toprak Razgatlioglu and Kenan Sofuoglu. MV Augusta, well, they are elated with that performance, and quite rightly so.
Yesterday we had a podium, now we are in the 1st place. I'm very happy about after the race directly is coming to my head what I think after the legend Kenan. I take this surname top again. I'm very happy.